Was macht denn der Spasti hier?
Hey.
Jesus Christ, bro. Not gonna lie, as a younger brother, I do not agree with this message. I fucking hate that. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I am Fonrath, and today I'll be starting a new show called Dark. Now, those of you who know me know that I'm a sucker for time travel, and I've heard that this show has time travel of some kind. I don't really know what kind, but what I do know is that there's time travel, so I'm gonna watch it. The only thing I know about this show is it's German and it has time travel. That's all I know. It is a live action show, which means the episodes are gonna be long, so I'm not gonna pause as much. It is what it is. I would love to pause, but you know, I don't want these videos to be massively long, which they are going to be anyway. With that out of the way, let's just get into episode 1 and see what we're dealing with.
Wir vertrauen darauf, dass die Zeit linear verläuft.
Also, we are going to be watching the show in its original language. I have no problem watching English dubs in anime and stuff like that, but when it comes to like a live action, like actually people acting on screen, definitely need the voices to match the lips, you know, because I cannot stand when it doesn't match. It's just weird. So yeah, German with English subtitles. Also, time mentioned already.
Gleichförmig voranschreitet bis in die Unendlichkeit. Aber die Unterscheidung von Vergangenheit, Gegenwart.
The only downside, of course, the only downside is that this being a show that has a lot of, supposedly a lot of, like, things to pay attention to, with subtitles, I'm always gonna miss something. Probably a lot of somethings. It's a lot easier for me to actually pay attention to what's being said and kind of, like, think about it when it's in English, but it is what it is.
Ist nichts als eine Illusion. Gestern, heute, morgen folgen nicht aufeinander. Sie sind in einem ewigen Kreis miteinander verbunden. Alles ist miteinander verbunden.
That's interesting. This guy needs to wash his clothes and the sink and just in general everything. Ah, yes. What a great way to start this show. Nothing like a little noose, right? The hard part with this show is that because it's time travel, right? Like, I know some freaky shit's gonna go down, most likely. So I don't exactly know what to, like, write down and what to pay attention to. I'm gonna make a little prediction real quick, immediately already. I'm gonna predict that at some point in the show, someone's gonna mention quantum superposition. Just at some point. I don't know when or why. I just predict that someone's gonna say it. Or bring it up.
Mama!
Brother. Unnecessary.
Willst du mal selber Toast machen? Ulrich, ich liebe dich.
I already don't like the guy. I don't know why. I'm getting evil aura from him. For some reason. He's either evil or presented as evil, but actually a good guy. We'll see how it goes. Okay.
Wie war's für dich?
That's one way to show that the cave is evil, or something.
Muss ich drüber reden, wenn du nicht willst. Ich habe den medizinischen Bericht gelesen. Du hast gut mitgemacht, vor allem in den Gruppensitzungen.
Ich sehe ihn immer noch.
This, I'm not gonna lie, this conversation is already super awkward. Like, not gonna lie, I hate it when people do that, where they ask you a question to start a conversation, even though they already know the answer to the question that they asked, just to get you to talk about it. It's like, brother, why are you starting a conversation about something that you already know the answer to? Like, why are you starting a conversation that is completely unnecessary? God. I hate it when people do that.
Sollten Sie mir das nicht sagen als mein Therapeut?
Nimmst du deine Medikamente?
Goddamn therapist, eh? I'm not gonna lie, I'm already missing stuff. It's definitely hard to, like, keep up. Because, especially, right, I'm used to, because I'm very used to watching anime, right, and I've learned some Japanese through, like, osmosis, right? Like, when you watch enough anime, you start learning the Japanese language. And so, even when I don't catch everything being said in Japanese, I can at least kind of, like, I can still hear it kind of like in English. But with the German, I know nothing. So it's like, I specifically have to, like, really pay attention and read what's being said.
Warum? Warum gegangen ist? Warum so? Warum sich scheiße nochmal erhängt hat? Warum kein Wort hinterlassen hat? Nichts, das diese ganze Scheiße erklärt.
Wait, so who's the woman on the right? November 4th, 10:13 p.m. You have to open it exactly 22:13. That's interesting.
Aua!
Mama, wo ist mein schwarzer Kapuzenpulli?
Weiß ich nicht. Vielleicht bei den Jacken.
Morgen Mickel, ne?
Mensch, Ulrich, warum hat denn das so lange gedauert?
Erster Schultag. Eine Riesenschlange beim Bäcker. Die Apokalypse naht. Kommst du zum Essen, Martha? Die ist nicht bei den Jacken.
Aua!
So, what is going on here?
Nein, hab ich nicht.
Dude, that guy needs to stop doing that. I hate that shit. God. This show is already bringing out so many emotions from my childhood. Jesus, god damn it, I hate it when people do that. I used to have a friend, quote unquote friend, person that I hung out with at school, who used to do that to me. I was one of the shorter kids in my class, one of the shorter guys in my class, and he was probably the tallest one in the class, and we hung out. And he used to do that to me, where he, like, kind of smacked the back of my head. And I was like, at one point I was like, dude, knock it the fuck off. All right? And he was like, oh shit, my bad. Like, I hate it when people do that shit. So what is this family? And why is that guy here? So is that guy, is this guy like double, fuck, what's the word? Cheating, but like double teaming, double something? Fuck, can't even remember. I guess leading a double life, let's just say that.
Schulaustausch in Frankreich und hast Baguette-Verstecken gespielt.
Euch geht es doch am Arsch vorbei. Warum macht denn niemand was? Wo ist unser Sohn? Wo ist Erik?
Herr Obendorf.
Oh god, the classic.
Wir haben 172 Befragungen durchgeführt, haben die Untersuchungen auf Nachbarn und Freunde ausgeweitet. Wir haben den ganzen Wald durchkämmt, die Häuser und Keller der angrenzenden Bewohner durchsucht.
Of course he's nowhere to be found. The question is when, not where. Oh, this show knows how to piss me off. God fucking damn it. I hate people like this. So many emotions already. Dude, she literally just stopped saying, oh, we've literally combed the entire forest, questioned hundreds of people, You're not doing anything! Brother, dude, if I was the police, I would be like, well, what are you doing? We've questioned hundreds of people. We've combed the entire forest. What are you doing? Except just sitting here and not letting us do our job. Fucking idiots, man.
Und wenn der abgehauen ist, war der immer wieder nach 2 Tagen da. Der hat im Keller geschlafen oder wo auch immer.
Es sind 13 Tage. 13 Tage sind das hier.
This guy. Brother, you sleeping with her as well? It's the cave. What's the deal with the cave? Look how dark it is. The one thing I'm really hoping that the show won't do a lot is teen drama. God damn, how I hate that shit.
Magnus?
Solltest du nicht drin bei den Strebern sein?
Sollte der Sohn der Schuldirektorin einen Joint auf dem Schulhof rauchen? Vor allem, wenn so schlechtes Gras ist.
If a girl does that to you, you can bet to, I would say maybe like to a percentage of like 85 to 95% that she's into you. Or at least somewhat interested. Okay, don't be a creep.
Vielleicht hast du doch was verpasst.
So, do they have history, or?
Hey.
Hey.
Wie war Frankreich?
Französisch. Wie sonst?
Oof. In before they were together, and then his, like, father offed himself, I think, and then he probably took a break from school. He didn't go to France or whatever, right? I think he took a break, and then the best friend character told everyone that he went to France or something for a break or something. I don't know, and then stole his girl. That's kind of like oof. That's a big oof.
Ihr wisst sicher alle, dass Erik seit jetzt fast 2 Wochen verschwunden ist. Ich möchte euch sagen, dass wenn ihr Redebedarf habt, ihr Fragen habt oder vielleicht auch wenn ihr etwas über das Verschwinden von Erik wissen solltet, dass ihr jederzeit zu uns kommen könnt. Kommt zu uns, sprecht uns an. In dieser Sache darf es keine Geheimnisse geben. Okay?
Do they know something?
Niemand, der ihn nach dem Training gesehen hat. Keine Spur, nichts. Als hätte er sich in Luft aufgelöst.
Vielleicht will er einfach nicht gefunden werden.
Das Geld unterm Bett, sein Handy. Wenn du abhaust, nimmst es doch mit. Warum bist du dir eigentlich so sicher, dass Erik abgehauen ist?
Das hier ist Winden. Hier sagen sich der Fuchs und der Hase gute Nacht.
Das war aber nicht immer so.
But she's completely right. I don't, like, no one would run away or leave without taking money and their phone with them, like everything.
Aber mal im Ernst, was ich mich wirklich frage, wenn Erik nicht abgehauen ist, sondern, keine Ahnung, abgemurkst wurde oder so, dann liegt sein ganzes Dope noch in den Höhlen. Der hat da sein ganzes Zeug gelagert. Und? Mann, wir gehen da rein.
Ich habe wieder was im Wald gesehen. Diesmal ganz deutlich. Eine dunkle Gestalt mit einem riesigen Kopf.
Mama.
Du glaubst mir nicht. Es gibt Dinge da draußen, die wir mit unserem kleinen Verstand niemals begreifen werden. Und das hier habe ich im Wald gefunden. Die hat Mats so geliebt. Die Sache mit diesem verschwundenen Erik, wie bei deinem Bruder damals. Alles wiederholt sich. Alles ist genauso wie vor 33 Jahren.
There's a lot of information that's gonna take some, like, repeating for me to keep in my head. Like something happened 33 years ago. Oh look, it's that Eric guy. Ride round, baby, ride round like a record, baby, ride round. Oh look, he's being tortured. That's not good.
Dann läufst du hier rum und verkaufst den ganzen Scheiß, oder was?
Nee, Mann. Die Hälfte rauchen wir selber. Und wenn der Markt Kapazitäten schafft,
Them druggies, man. You know, there's something I've always been wondering about. Like, I've never even heard of... I mean, maybe it's like a European thing or whatnot, but like, I mean, then again, this is German, so I've never been a believer that high schoolers, like, get drugs and do drugs. Like, high school is like, what, like 14 to 17, right? I think? Or something? Maybe it just wasn't a thing where I grew up, but I somehow I've never believed that like in American high schools or whatever, like there's always like everyone does drugs and whatnot. It's like, how do you even get your hands on drugs when you're like a 14 to 17-year-old teenager? Like, where do you get the money from? Where do you get the drugs from? How do you meet drug dealers? Like, how? What? And I feel like even back then, when I was like 15, 16, I knew that like drugs bad. Drugs bad. Any Americans out there, like, let me know if you had drugs happening in your school. But because I never saw anything like that.
Fahrt von da lang?
Bartosz glaubt, dass da Eriks Dope findet.
Und Siska?
Magnus? Stehst jetzt auf die Alte, oder was?
Oh, okay. There's a lot of like family connections that I should be aware of. So this Magnus guy and the girlfriend of the best friend are brother and sister. Okay. Like your quote unquote best friend's father is sleeping with your mother behind your back, probably.
Fast auf den Tag genau vor 33 Jahren bin ich nach Winden gekommen.
What happened 33 years ago? I guess we'll find out, probably, because time travel. There's a time for everything. Truer words were never spoken. Interesting. Let me see that real quick. The Tree of Life. Hammer. Very interesting, indeed. Very interesting little detail to put in. Tree of Life, also often referred to as Yggdrasil. Some say Tree of Fate, or a representation of fate and time and life in many ways. Has a lot of different representations and meanings. I think it's time. It's almost time. Why 10:13 p.m.? Is it because that's exactly when they go inside the cave?
Wo sind Bartosz und die anderen?
Zu spät. Wie immer. Was ist mit Bartosz? Ich wollte es.
Ist schon okay, das musst du nicht erklären.
Will ich aber. Ich habe dir eine SMS geschrieben, als du weg warst. Nicht nur eine. Aber ich habe die nie abgeschickt. Es hat sich alles irgendwie falsch angehört und das letzte Mal zwischen uns passiert ist.
Ist wirklich okay. Ist was?
Ich glaube, ich habe gerade ein Déjà-vu. Das Licht.
And so it begins. Deja vu. Never a good sign. Not just in the Matrix, but also in real life. As if this has all happened before.
Ein Fehler an der Matrix.
That's what I said.
Wenn die Welt eine Simulation ist, dann ist ein Déjà-vu ein Fehler an der Matrix.
Oder eine Botschaft aus dem...
So, the thing with deja vu, right? And I've talked about this before. If any of you have seen my link click reactions, I probably mentioned it there. But the thing with deja vu, I've always had a thought, a theory that, and I'm sure other people have come up with the same theory, but many, many years ago, when I was younger, came up with a theory that deja vu is basically another world line, like a parallel universe that is very close to our universe, our world. And so you are experiencing something that has happened already to you in a different dimension, a different timeline, basically. And because these worlds, these parallel worlds are parallel and close to each other, these world lines are close to each other, you experience the feeling of deja vu because what you're experiencing has already happened to you in a timeline that is close to your timeline, if that makes sense. The reason I started thinking about this when I was probably like, I want to say like 16 was because, little story time, 2 weeks prior to going to a new psychologist that I had never met before, 2 weeks prior to that, I had a dream, I think. I had a dream. I think I had a dream. I'm not even sure, but at the time I didn't think much of it. And then 2 weeks later, I enter the new psychologist's office, and it is literally the exact same scenario that I saw in my dream 2 weeks ago. So basically, I had a prophetic dream. Now, that kind of made me think like, well, I had a massive feeling of deja vu when I entered that office, and I realized, oh shit, I'm pretty sure I saw this 2 weeks ago in a dream or something. And that made me start thinking about deja vu in general. And eventually I came up with that alternate reality timeline theory when it comes to deja vu.
Im Jenseits. Das habe ich mal gelesen. Schön, dass du wieder da bist.
Was macht denn der Spasti hier?
Hey.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Au.
God. As man, I'm not gonna lie, as a younger brother, I do not agree with this message. I fucking hate that.
Es wird wieder passieren.
It's going to happen again. They also say that, you know, it's going to happen again, but that's the thing, right? I don't think it has happened yet. It's happened, but it hasn't happened yet.
Danke, Charlotte. Korrigier mich. Aber Winden hat im ganzen Umkreis die niedrigste Straftatenrate. Hier rennen doch nicht irgendwelche Mörder rum.
Statistiken sprechen nur bedingt über dies. Nicht einfach nichts tun und abwarten, bis Erik vielleicht tot aufgefunden wird.
Das ist ein Game, dass er von jemandem entführt wurde, der ihn jetzt in seinen Keller gesperrt hat.
Ach, laber nicht. Der ist einfach abgehauen.
Aber es kann doch sein.
Nein, weil auch wenn Mama und Papa dir erzählen wollen, dass die meisten Leute da draußen nett sind, es trotzdem Leute gibt, die einfach das Gegenteil von nett sind.
So wie deine Schwester.
Schwester, ey.
Mein Vater hat immer gesagt, Gut und Böse sind eine Frage der Perspektive. Toter Vater, schlechtes Thema?
Und wenn Erik nicht mehr lebt, wenn er irgendwo tot liegt und niemand findet ihn, das ist ja nicht das Schlimmste.
Wichtig ist, dass wir das Ganze jetzt nicht hochkochen, sonst haben wir in ein paar Tagen die Presse in der Stadt.
Ja, dass das nicht in deine Pläne passt, ist klar, Regina.
Wenn du mein Hotel meinst, darum geht es doch jetzt gar nicht.
Ach nein, worum geht's denn dann?
Es geht um unsere Stadt.
Falsch! Es geht hier um ein verschwundenes Kind.
Der ist wahrscheinlich einfach abgehauen, hast du doch gerade gehört. Vielleicht kümmerst du dich einfach mal um deine eigenen Probleme.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, wovon du redest.
Who let in the homeless man?
Es wird wieder passieren.
Helge, was machst du hier?
Ist es schon zu spät?
Helge, ich bin Charlotte. Ich bring dich jetzt zurück, okay?
Es wird wieder passieren.
What happened 33 years ago? Or rather, what hasn't happened yet? Alright, come on, it's almost time. It's almost time. 13. We've still got like 10 minutes. Give or take, maybe less. This guy really loves to stare, doesn't he? Come on. It's almost time. Oh, it's time. Time to open. Let's pay attention now. Let me guess, they're not gonna show it, right? God damn it. Well, obviously, being told not to open it until a specific time or after a specific time means that it's to prevent the information in the letter from stopping something from happening.
Sucht ihr das? Was will die denn jetzt hier?
Das ist meiner.
Laut Definition des Begriffs Besitz, also der Herrschaft einer Person über eine Sache, gehört das momentan noch mir.
Jackpot.
Was ist denn das?
Da ist jemand.
Scheiße. Hey, Scheiße.
That's interesting. Some sort of electromagnetic force messing with the lighting. Ah yes, the classic, let's run through the forest and get separated. And oh wait, yeah, of course, obviously we have to add the fall over nothing.
Mikkel? Mikkel!
Not sure which one the Mikkel is, but uh-oh. Is it the father? I don't know what's real and what's not. Of course the little kid got lost. Of course, every bloody time.
Wo ist Mikkel? Die sind ja nicht bei euch!
War doch bei dir!
Scheiße! Mikkel!
And he's gone.
Zu spät. Wir sind zu spät.
What did the letter say, goddammit? The letter probably has all the truth in it. The entire explanation. What they called the police to report that the kid has gone missing? Well, the first thing to think about is that the cave is connected to the power plant somehow, and the noises coming from it are probably some sort of, you know, nuclear plant waste noise, or, you know, charge power, whatever noise coming from the plant traveling through the caves. That's what I would assume the noise is, like a bunch of wind traveling through the cave. As for the flashlights flashing is probably also some sort of electromagnetic pulse thing running through the area or something. I don't know. But obviously, it would be a mistake to immediately assume that it's some sort of monster or whatever.
Mut, Dinge zu ändern, die ich ändern kann, und die Weisheit, das eine verbunden
That's a good saying. It's a good saying, but if you believe in, if you believe too much in fate, you'll realize that you can't change anything. Things are already predetermined. Ooh, a body has been found. Okay. But whose? Has it been identified? Something that would be really fucked up is if the body is like from a child that disappeared 33 years ago. That would be fucked up. Again, they haven't... He's still covered by a bunch of shit. They haven't identified him yet. Maybe they just looked at the shoes or something, or the clothing. But again, there's probably a reason why they haven't shown his face yet. Because it's probably not the right kid. He's like, wait, those aren't the shoes that our kid has. Right? It's basically decomposing already. Also, the eyes are like burned off.
Das ist nicht Mikkel. Das ist nicht Mikkel.
Ah yes, here comes the torture. Oh, okay. Okay. The thing here is, right, even though this looks bad, whoever this bad guy is that's, you know, holding him, I can't even say that they're a bad guy yet, because even though, you know, you might say, oh, well, he kidnapped the kid and is torturing him or something, but I can't even say that, because with time travel, it could be a good guy in the future, realizing that all of this needs to happen for the greater good, essentially. So I can't even say that this is a bad guy yet. We'll have to see more. But yeah, very, very interesting. I'm already invested. I'm not gonna lie. They put out enough mysteries for me to be interested, but not so many that I can't keep track of them. There was a little bit of confusion in the beginning because I didn't know who was like related to who and what was going on and who was who, and like, you know, there's always a little bit of, you know, a little bit of confusion in the beginning of the show, right? Where you don't know who's who and what's what and what's going on and who's related to who and who's fucking who and who's kissing who, right? But it was easy enough to follow along with, and definitely already, especially with the letter, the open at 10:13 p.m., definitely already giving massive vibes of all of this has happened before and needs to happen exactly how it just did. Regardless, that was episode 1 of Dark. Great episode. Great first pilot episode. I cannot wait to see more. We shall be back with episode 2 next time. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I shall bid you adieu.